Hi, today I will explain about the movie called The Pursuit of Happiness. This film, which is based on a true story, who is the main character is Christopher Gardner, played by Will Smith. He is a single father as he navigates life with his newborn son, with his wife left him and their little boy. He was struggling financially due to his delayed progress in investing and selling bone density scanners to doctors. He made the decision to enroll in an internship program at a brokerage company in an effort to have a better financial. He chose to work a part-time job selling those scanners while completing the internship, he realizing it was an unpaid. Gardner struggled to make ends meet and eventually lost his flat due to an unpayment of rent, leaving him without a place to live. So every day he had to rush from work to secure a space in a shelter, and he and his son were forced to remain in a train station bedroom. His bosses at the company summoned him to the office one day and announced him he has been promoted to broker. Following everything that he and his son had gone through, Chris hurried to his son's daycare, gave him a hug, and knew that everything will be okay.
Chris Gardner. How are you? Good morning. Chris Gardner. Chris Gardner. Good to see you again. Chris Gardner, pleasure. I've been sitting out there for the last half hour trying to come up with a story that would explain.
I will explain about 3 negative scenes in this movie. The first scene that I got is unprofessional appearance. Negative representation of Chris' unprofessional appearance during interview are on display as Chris wears a jacket with paint all over his face. So the analysis of the incidents, dress to impress is important to give the best first impression to the employers. Unprofessional outfit to the interview gives the employers the impression on Chris that he came unprepared. This can be seen when the head employer asks another employer whether Chris always dresses like this or not. So the effect on this movie, dressing unprofessionally to interview can form bad perception towards the applicants. Mr. Gardner's clothing makes him look unprofessional, and the interviewer dares form an opinion that he looks like a garbage man based on the appearance and the way he dresses. The interviewer, even though that he did not qualify for the job because of his appearance. So for recommendation, dressing appropriately during the job is very important as it portrays that we respect and how serious we want the job. It demonstrates an understanding of the corporate culture and showcases us as someone who will fit easily into the workplace dynamic. From this scene, Mr. Gardner should wear the suitable dress code for the interview to show a good first impression to the interviewers. A clean and neat professional appearance is an important step in making a good first impression and promotes self-respect and value about the job. Next negative scene is work ethic, disorganized workplace. On his way to the interview room, he noticed that the surrounding of the office was noisy and stressful as the employees were so busy dealing with clients and doing their own tasks. Their desk seems cluttered as the many are unorganized files. Because of the noisy surroundings, the employees will shout to speak with others and use louder voices to speak with clients. Analysis of these incidents, disorganized behavior in this workplace is conducted by an employee that lacks other consistency and planning. A disorganized employee may have difficulty with keeping materials arranged, clean, and accessible, and following a series of steps to achieve a goal. Effect from this scene, disorganized at workplace can build bad impression from the clients. In the movie, the employee use loud voice, which may seem as they shout at the clients. This can create misunderstanding between them, and the clients may have hard time comprehending to understand what employees say. The clients may not hear what the employees say as there is a loud voice which is from the surrounding. Loud noises in the workplace can create tension and distraction which causes the employees to not perform well in doing their tasks. So for recommendation in this scene, the company should provide proper training to the employees so that the workplace can become organized. Organization workplace can foster a positive work environment and the employees can do the tasks easier and efficiently.
Hey man, you're missing a shoe. Oh, yeah, thanks. Thank you.
Lastly, the negative scene that I got is unethical behavior. For the moments after Chris was hit by a car, he lost his shoes and went to work with only one shoe on. As he entered the office, his co-workers rudely glanced and laughed at him. None of them lent their help to Chris as they treated Chris as a competitor to get a position in that company. So analysis of this incident, Chris' co-workers show unethical behavior at the workplace as they rudely made fun of him without knowing the real situation. Unethical behavior is where it is the action that are against social norms or unacceptable action in the workplace. Effect in these scenes, Chris might feel like he is being humiliated by his co-workers and his self-esteem will be affected. He may feel like his co-workers disrespect him and being left out because the co-workers have their own friends. Employees who offer the respect towards one are unprofessional and pose a threat to the development of the company. Recommendation for this scene, Chris' co-workers should be understanding toward Chris by asking him about what happened to him. They should communicate directly with Chris instead of talking about him behind his back, so that he will feel appreciate that there is someone out there who wants to help him. So that's all for my part. Thank you.
It looks like it works around a swivel, so the centerpiece is never moved. So if it's yellow in the center, that's the yellow side.
Right.
If it's red in the center, that's the red side.
Okay.
So you can slow down.
Oh, listen, we can drive around all day. Cause I don't believe you can do this.
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can. I'm telling you, no one can. I'm telling you. See, that's all I ever do.
Hi, I will explain about the positive scene in this movie. Scene number 1 is work ethic, which is determination. Positive representation portrays when Chris worked hard in getting the interview session with the resource head of Dean Witter. Chris Gardner's dream is to be a stockbroker, but he doesn't have a qualification to become one. So, he met with the head of the resource of Dean Witter to fulfill his dream. The analysis of this scene is of the incident being determined in getting to impress the superior and to get promotion. This can be seen where Chris determined to gain attention from the resource head of the Dean Witter so that he can get interview session with him. He uses creative way to gain the attention from resource head by solving the Rubik's Cube. This left a good impression on the Dean Witter guy, who later on offered Chris an opportunity to appear for an interview. For the effect, determination enables to feel motivated and persisted in facing the difficulty. This can be one of the qualities that one should have, especially at the workplace, to achieve the company's goal and objective. Besides, determination spurs creativity, which encourages individuals to come up with creative solutions to complex problems. So, the last one is recommendation. Although Chris showed a great example of determination, there might be some room of improvement to this situation. Chris should approach the head of the resource professional by making an appointment with him. The resource head may not have time to deal with Chris and in a rush for the next appointment. A Appointment scheduling is important as it ensures the best use of time and also shows that one values his or her time.
I was painting my apartment.
Is it dry now?
I hope so.
Jay says you're pretty determined.
Oh, he's been waiting outside the front of the building with some 40-pound gizmo for over a month.
He said you're smart.
I like to think so.
And you want to learn this business.
Yes, sir, I want to learn this business.
Have you already started learning on your own?
Absolutely.
Jay,
Yes, sir.
how many times have you seen Chris?
No, I don't know. One too many, apparently.
Is he ever dressed like this?
No. No. Jacket and tie.
First in your class? In school? High school?
Yes, sir.
How many in the class?
12. It was a small town.
I'll say.
But I was also first in my radar class in the Navy, and that was a class of 20. Can I say something? I'm the type of person, if you ask me a question and I don't know the answer, I'm going to tell you that I don't know. But I bet you what? I know how to find the answer, and I will find the answer. Is that fair enough?
Chris, what would you say if a guy walked in for an interview without a shirt on? And I hired him. What would you say?
He must have had on some really nice pants.
So, the second one is backdate communication. The scene begins when Chris attends the interview. Although he wears only a jacket and singlet, he nails the interview as the employers are impressed with his confidence. Analysis of the incident backdate communication. The employers Martin, From, and Jay Twistle show a great example as the interviewer because they are implementing active listening during the interview that make the interview comfortable in that position. They listen closely to what Chris' opinion and make an eye contact to demonstrate the engagement in the interview. They also let Chris to voice out his opinion on the certain topic. So, for the effect, active listening during the interview can build a comfortable surrounding. This allows to understand the point of view of interviewer so that it can respond it with empathy. Active listening during work reflects the professionalism and ability to work with others. So, the last one is recommendation. To improve the interview, the employees should enable Chris to ask questions during or after the interview, demonstrating respect for the applicant and addressing any subject that have not yet been addressed. Furthermore, the question an applicant asks may reveal a lot about their personality and professionalism, as well as whether or not they are truly interested in the job by making an appointment with him. The resource head may not have time to deal with Chris and in a rush for the next appointment. Appointment scheduling is important as it ensures the best use of the time and also shows that one values his or her time.
Okay, thank you very much.
I realized that by not hanging up the phone, I gained another 8 minutes a day.
Why, good morning to you. My name is Chris Gardner. I'm calling from Dean Whittle.
I also wasn't drinking water, so I didn't waste any time in the bathroom.
Yes, I'd love to have the opportunity. Okay, no problem at all, sir. Thank you very much.
But even doing all this, after 2 months,
So, the third one is work ethic, which is problem solving and perseverance. This advantage by his limited work hours as he needed to take care of his son. He found a solution for this problem, which is maximizing his client contacts and profit. He also found another way to make the phone sales calls more efficiently, which is by reaching out the potential high-value customers. Making cold calls is hard because the broker needs to make the clients interested in the product of the company. However, Chris persisted in making the phone calls and did his job very well. So, for the analysis in this scene, problem solving and perseverance are the vital key for professional and even personal life. Employees look for individuals with strong critical and problem solving skills. As Chris gets to manage his time well at work, he gets to spend his time with his son. He also did not give up easily in gaining the appointment from the potential customer. The effect: by doing this, Chris can increase his productivity, which is the important element at work. Productivity in the workplace often contributes to good customer service and relation with the other people. This can be seen where all the clients who meet with Chris are satisfied with his service. So, for the recommendation, although Chris has difficult time, he believed that success depended only on his efforts, not fate or luck. He has a dream. He keeps in and goes for it. As a human, we can't let other people's opinion kill our dream by projecting their negativity on us. As a conclusion, in terms of professional and unprofessional behavior in the workplace, there are numerous lessons to be learned from this video excerpts. In these videos, it shows the importance of professional ethics in workplace. The perception of ethical behavior can increase employees' productivity, job performance, job satisfaction, and even career advancement. To sum up, ethics in the workplace lead to positive benefits for the company, leading to improved performance and future success.